Chris 6 News at noon continues.
Welcome back, everybody. Yes, it's gloomy out there. It's cool, but it's not going to be as cool as we get into the weekend because the old south wind has returned to the area. Remember, the cold front came through with that north wind, blew everything out to sea. Well, now a lot of that's pulling back as the southeast winds gets reestablished. You're going to feel it a little breezier tonight and tomorrow. Now, the frontal system is stalled right now, but the problem is we're going to get an area of lower pressure that is going to spin up there. That's why we have a very good chance of getting some stormy weather over the next couple of days. In addition to our problems, this problem, the heaviest rain moved north of the central Texas area where they got all that flooding. They needed that break, but it's not over with just yet because this large area of low pressure is going to traverse across the plains and probably push another 2 to 4 inches of rain up there. Now for us, because we're going to have a steady rain starting tonight and then a couple of thunder showers over the Friday time period. Now here we are, and you can see not a lot of rain, although it is overcast and we're getting a little drizzle out there. A little heavier stuff is actually out west of us right about now. Now, you think that's bad? It actually gets a little bit worse down south in Brownsville. That's where the heaviest activity has already moved in, and you can see how this stuff is just headed toward us. It's an hour or two away from here, and so by this afternoon, these showers will become thunderstorms, and we're likely to see some pretty good rain around here. That's kind of, you know, it's almost too much of a good thing. Now, those of you along the Nueces River below the dam, you know the problem. Those of you that know the Nueces River out to the west, what I call the Big Bend over there, it's also in flood. And because of all the big heavy rains here, we're talking up to a foot of rain. A lot of that's going to drain down even the Nueces and the Frio rivers as the hill country starts draining out from all that massive rainfall that fell out there. So what do we expect? Well, first of all, we have to see what that front is going to do. It is right about there. We're waiting for this area of low pressure to pull out, and that is what's going to trigger the heavier rains. So here's the way it looks to me. We start off with thunderstorms later tonight. Tomorrow, it looks like a wet day, pretty wet and cold, but getting up to at least 75. Saturday, that's Friday. Saturday, things will start to decrease, and then by the early part of next week, we'll get a little bit of a window of a break, and then more heavy rain probably rolling in as Pacific moisture is going to get very thick. Now, football Friday night, get the rain gear, you're going to need it. All the Friday activities, including the Jazz Festival, take the rain gear. Saturday, it's going to be less rain, not as intense. So we're going to call it light rain on Saturday morning for the Cancer Society walk, and still looks damp on Sunday. Yes, that is your weekend. Remember, we just forgot about fall. We went from a drought in the summer to winter rains.